Greetings my friends, I'm doing 10,000 pull-ups to pi. I'm doing 10,000 pull-ups to pi. I'm just a normal guy who's doing 10,000 pull-ups to pi. Why? I haven't said that for a few days. Yes, I'm trying to get 10,000 digits to pi in my head. Currently today I've actually just, because I'm a few ahead of what I'm putting out right now because that just makes sense. So I've memorised 6,900 today, that between 6,801 to 6,900, and I keep on going back and forward. I try to kind of keep kind of oscillating, that's a good word isn't it, you know, through the pi digits, you know, just kind of doing the 500 that I've recently kind of got in my head, then I might dip in earlier on, do another 500 there just to kind of keep things topped off. But I'm still trying to work on a proper system to get all these in my head, but a lot of them are in there. They just sometimes they need a little bit of teasing out to kind of to pop back into the head, and I've noticed though, when obviously the more times I hit it, then obviously the more time they strengthen. But anyhow, so today we're on day 52 of the challenge, digits 5,101 to 5,200. So we're just going to crack on, and then I'll talk again about how what system I'm using. I usually do that after the first 50. I know you won't be able to see the digits and things yet. I'll bring the board closer to the camera at the end, but I'm just going to do them in groups of 10. So, well, the digits are in 5s, you'll see, and then I've got 11 blocks of 5 for a specific reason, which I'll talk about later actually. But let's just crack on and get it done, and then we've got a Dave paint in the head, so that's good, isn't it? Okay, let's have a ponder and let's go 4, 0, 3, 7, 0, 1, 4, 1, 6, 3. Okay, nice and controlled there. That's what I want. Want the chin above the bar if I can. Okay, 4, 0. I'll mention what these numbers create in my mind, like say at the bottom of this 50, and explain what I'm doing. 4, 0, 3, 7, 0, and 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 6, 3. Is that what I said? I think that's right. I'm never quite certain, you know, sometimes on the certain blocks which I'm always a little bit like, anyhow. 1, 4, 9, 6, 5, 8, 9, 7, 9, 4. Okay. Hope everyone's doing well, and I hope everyone is doing them pull-ups each day while reciting pi. Is there anything more exciting? I don't think so. Okay, 1, 4 again. 9, 6, 5, and 8, 9, 7, 9, 4. I mean, even like a little familiar pattern like that, or knowing that 14 follows 14, and then 8, 9, 7, 9. There's little patterns that sometimes that make remember the digits that little bit easier. I mean, I know that makes sense because we're pattern recognition creatures, aren't we? Really, you know. I don't know. Right. Let's go, let's do it. 0, 9, something a bit wobbly there. 2, 4, 3, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. Okay, blasting through them. 0, 9, 2, 4, 3, and when I say 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Shake it off a second again, the pain. I keep mentioning this every day just to let you know when it's subsiding, but it was, I've strained these muscles here from the elbow probably 8 or 9 weeks ago now, and the pain is still, it feels like it's getting better, but it's just not getting better as well, if you know what I mean. But it's not stopping us from doing it, so you know, let's just continue. Have a quick look. and I get the next 2 stations in my head, and then I go 6, 9, 0, 7, 0, 6, 9, 7, 7, 9. Okay. 6, 9, 0, 7, 0, 6, 9. That's not very good. 9, 7, 7, 9. Okay. Get these next 2, and then we'll have just a quick chat. I tend to dribble on a bit too much. Dribble. I've just done the mouth now, but I'll try and make it swift again. I should maybe alternate. Maybe every other day be a bit more informative, if that's the correct word again. I don't know. Anyhow, let's make sure I know where I am. 4, 2, 2, 3, 6, 2, 5, 0, 8, 2. Okay. 4, 2, 2, 3, 6, 2, 5, 0, 8, 2. Okay. I'd like to see, there's that initial, when you remove the cover, you're just like, oh, to see if they don't line up, you're like, oh my god, what a fool I am. Here I am trying to recite pi and I can't even get it right myself. Anyway, everything seems to be right on that first 50. Sometimes I don't mind having a few mistakes. I've made the odd few little errors. So far, I've missed out a station once, which happens quite often. Sometimes when I go over, I'm like, oh yeah, where's that one? And then you backtrace it. And again, just maybe getting the odd, maybe end digit wrong sometimes. Anyhow, so quickly what I do is I use a journey method. I guess you can call them memory palaces as well. So there's many memory palaces. It's a journey, but they're kind of broken down into hundreds for me. Starting kind of in my front door. So I take a picture like that, smile of the front door, and then there's the gate, then the fence, then a post at the bottom, then I go around the corner. Anyhow, and they continue like that. Each 20 stations gives us 100 digits of pi. As you can see, there's 5 in each one. And I use a person, action, object, although in this situation it's just a person, action, and the last digit is either number shape or number rhyme. Okay, so what I do is I turn the digits into letters. 0 is O, 1 is A, 2 is B, 3 is C, 4 is D, 5 is E, 6 is S, 7 is G, 8 is H, and 9 is N. You know what it is? I always say what I'm not 100% sure why G is on the 7. I'm going to actually just write myself a note right now. In fact, I'm actually just going to put it on this board here. I'll put G7 question mark. There we go. And I'll have a look and I'll say why G, because obviously 0 looks like an O. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is A, B, C, D, E. 6 starts with S. 7 is G, 8 is H, 8, and 9 is N. So, and I do know what, I mean, I read about it years ago, but sometimes it just doesn't matter, you just know that 7's G. It could be the G7 summit. I don't know, it could be. Actually, I've just put G7 there, so maybe that's what it is. Who knows? Anyhow, so then once I just use that simple system. So we've just converted them numbers into letters, and then we turn those letters into a 00 to 99 person list. So 00, so that's OO, so I'm thinking of celebrities or people you know, or something. It doesn't always have to be people as well, but I do use people. I've created one also with objects and things, but that's maybe faded a bit because I don't use it as much. But I think it's good to have, you know, lots of tools in the toolbox. So get as much as you can, that'll help, as long as it's not confusing. So 00, Ozzy Osbourne. 01 is actually just Neo, because he's the one, so that's not That doesn't have to be a name, it's just Neo there. So I see him doing these like Matrix stuff, or you can be like doing these handstands, you know, shooting these weapons and things, or hitting the telephone booth. Okay, 02 Orlando Bloom, 03 Oliver Cromwell. I did bring out a list. I've got a list that I've laminated somewhere, and I should post that a bit more, to be honest with you, but I should post it with these things. Maybe I will. Anyhow, and then I created the list to so 99 NN is Nick Nolte. So I kind of remember him from is it the 48 another 48 hours or 48 hours with Eddie Murphy back in the early 80s. So Eddie Murphy's there, so he's maybe swearing and things, you know. You can whatever your mind comes up with, you can be a bit crude and rude and all kinds of stuff. Exaggerate these things, make them bigger, smaller, things oozing out of them, things getting on them, movements, sounds, smells, all these other things, which you know, again, I feel as though I've got a long way to go before I start making these things magnetic, as Anthony Mativia talks about. He's got a memory course and a memory masterclass and things called the Magnetic Memory Method, MMM. So again, he's using these mnemonic things in alliteration to kind of to help you remember these things. So it's in Nelson Delis, again, I've got his book somewhere, it's probably down there. Go Remember Me. He's the one who first mentioned doing 10,000 digits, and I wouldn't have been doing this if I hadn't heard him mention it, because it wouldn't have been like, oh, I could do 10,000 digits to pi. And then I just thought, again, I've got my pull-up bar on me art studio, so I'm like, let's just do 10,000 pull-ups to pi. Why? I'm just a normal guy. So anyway, so then, and then obviously I put them on these journeys, you know. So 40 is Doc Ock, with his 8 arms. 37 is Crispin Glover from the Back to the Future, he's like George McFly. And then 0 is just either shape or rhyme. So it's a shape, so quite often I have 0 is maybe the hula hooping, or which actually I just can't hula hoop, man. I don't know if I've just got bad hips or something, but or like a stargate, or anything that's round, like, or spherical. It could be the planet, the moon, the sun, whatever, something that is circular. Anyhow, you get it. The same thing with the 1. 1 is rhyme, is bun. So that's not a brilliant rhyme, but it's bun. So 1 represents eating. So the characters can either be eating anything as well. I know it says bun, so it's not just hamburgers, but if they're eating, then I know it's 1. Or they could be just using an arrow. It looks like a 1. A spear looks like a 1. Pencil, any. So I place them on the locations, and I just move through the locations in my mind, and then I go forward and backwards. I try to kind of, you know them inside and out, I guess. But I've still got, because it's a struggle just to get these 10,000 in my head. Once I get them in my head, that's when I'll really be able to delve in and solidify these things a bit more. So anyway, so we'll get through the next 50, and I'll maybe mention a few more stations and what they are and the characters and things. You know, it's just and then we'll get it done, my friends. I wasn't actually going to do this about 12:01. I must admit, I struggle with everything, but I struggle with the efficiency of the day, trying to make the day the perfect day for productivity and time management and things. I'm always chopping and changing it, and I still try to fit this. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to do this, I'm going to paint until 12:01, then I'll do this. But I was just doing a few other things, and I thought, I'll just get this out of the way, and then it's done, then it's not in my head thinking. Anyway, you don't need to know that, but let's just carry on. Let's have a look. Okay, so I'll see where I finished. Right, that's Barbara Eden from, I'll just tell you the last one, Barbara Eden from I Dream of Jeannie back in the 70s probably. And 08 is Oliver Hardy, so it's Laurel and Hardy basically, so it can be both of them, you know, so just like doing some Laurel and Hardy things. But so usually I see the images in black and white, and then 2 can represent a bird. Anyhow, I'll go through them again and I'll give you a few specific characters and the actions in a minute. Here we go. 2, 1, 6, 8, 8, 2, 1, 6, 8, 8. Okay, I just slipped my mind there for a second. 9, 5, 7, 3, 8. Yeah, sometimes I should really have the next 2 steps clear in my head before I jump up, but you know, I am perfect. 6, 8, 8, 9, 5, 7, 3, 8 as well. Yes. Okay. Okay. 3, 7, 9, 8, 6, and 2, 3, 0, 0, 1. Okay. These pull-ups are getting harder again. 3, 7, 9, 8, 6, 2, 3, 0, 0, 1. This journey method, I started at 4,700 or 800. I started using movies, in locations within movies. So this one is Indiana Jones. I've used the Indiana Jones films. So this is the Raiders of the Lost Ark. So now I'm just going through this. So this specific one is where, if you remember, in the marketplace, where Indy is walking with Marion Ravenwood, and they get attacked by these people with the swords and things. And then there's this, and he throws her onto a cart, which is this one here, and the car goes away, and then a few other things happen. And then he goes back to Indy, and there's the big guy with the sword. He's just like on the ground. He looks like this intimidating. He's about to. He's like laughing. I think he does some manoeuvres. Then Indy just shoots him. Sorry, spoiler alert. I should have said. Apologise if you haven't seen it. But anyhow, but yes. So that's Bryan Cranston doing the action of Ozzy Osbourne while eating. So I've got Ozzy Osbourne biting the head of a bat. Or he's doing other things as well sometimes, but with these round glasses. But this one, since it's eating, so Bryan Cranston is literally eating a bat while either Indy's shooting him or he's shooting him. Anyhow, that's the gist of that. So, okay, I'm getting myself out of whack now. So, yes, I think I'm there. I think I am. 5, 9, 3, 7, 7, 6, 4, 7, 1, 6. Okay. Okay. 5, 9 is the Hulk. 3, 7 again is George McFly. 7 and 6, 4, 7, 1, 6. I just heard a little noise there. I'm not sure if I'm just checking that the camera hasn't gone off. Nope, everything's still there. Everything's still recording. All is good. All is good in the hood. Okay. Sorry. Right. 6, 4. Right. Just check where I am. 5, 1, 2, 2, 8, 9, 3, 5, 7, 8. Okay. Okay. 5, 1, 2, 2, 8, 9, 3, 5, 7, 8. And I'll do a quick spoiler. There's another 8 at the end on the next one, so it's like I know there's 3 8s in a row, so it helps again. Right. Okay. Okay. 6, 0, 1, 5, 8, 8, 1, 6, 1, 7. Whew. Man. Okay. 6, 0. It's not really a good one. 1, 5, 8, 8, 1, 6, 1, 7. Okay. Sorry. I think my fitness has definitely gone down a little bit. I've since I had this injury, I was going to the CrossFit to try and get myself super strong and to do my pull-up challenge, which this is part of the challenge, but this is not the main challenge. This is just the warm-up to a few other challenges. So once I finish this in the middle of May, yes, you've got me for another 9 weeks, my friends. Then I'm going to be training after that. Well, I'll be training to get all of them in my head, so I know them inside and out. I don't know how long that'll take, but when I don't have to learn them anymore, I don't honestly think it'll take that long. Obviously, it's as much work that I put in is what you get out. So maybe when I finish this, I might even have like a dedicated week in a way where I'm partying for like 4 hours a day or something like that. You know, I'm sitting there again in between, or maybe a couple of hours in the morning, a couple of hours at night time, and just thinking about all the time, getting them inside and out. And then so I know the individual numbers. So, and once I can do that, and once my strength is up on this, I mean, I know I look like I'm struggling doing the pull-ups, and I am, to be honest. It's I haven't been able to do as much training as I want because of these injuries. I didn't know the best thing to do, to be honest. I don't know. I could quite happily just keep doing pull-ups, but I don't know if I'm causing more injuries by doing that. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I should just keep doing pull-ups and see what happens, and then maybe that'll help to heal the arms. Because I mean, I'm doing the 100 here, so maybe I'll just use that as an experiment as well, because it might help to heal faster as well. But anyhow, so once I finish that in May, I'll be getting the 10,000 in my head, like I said, until I know it as best I can know it. I mean, there'll always be it's holding the 10,000 is obviously quite hard, but I think again, once I've gone over it, it'll all be in there, or sometimes it'll feel like it's not. And then I'll be training, do me pull-ups, and then I'm going to do the full 10,000 pull-ups and 10,000 recall of pi in a weekend session. So again, I keep throwing out 40 hours for it. I don't know, and I mean that sounds a bit crazy, doesn't it? But of course it's not. It's just like it's an opportunity. That's not the word I'm thinking of. It's what's the word? An honour, maybe, to try and do something that is hard. Again, that you know, because it won't be easy to do it. I don't want it to be easy. I don't want to do things that are easy. I want it to be, you know, I want it like almost at the end, if my arms are falling off and my tongue's swollen to 8 times the size, and I'm like, he said, what do you say there? I've got to start kind of using my fingers to kind of, although if they could all be warped as well. So I don't know, maybe I've got to start stamping my foot like for each pi digit now. Anyhow, see, I'm a bit of a clown, my friends, but I say that I'm going to say I'm going to do this, and when I say I'm going to do it, I'm definitely going to do it. I'm definitely going to attempt this thing, because I know I can get the 10,000 in my head. That's not an arrogance. I'm just by this training that I've been doing, I've literally almost up to 7,000, and I've got, I would say it wouldn't take us that long to have all of that 7,000 locked in my head. But again, to get to do the 10,000 thing, there needs to be almost no room for error, if you know what I mean. But if there's an error, it doesn't matter. I'm sure there's a tolerance along the way, you know, and if I get 95% right, maybe that's not too bad. I don't really know. We'll see. But then, what I was saying was, I'm struggling to do that, but when I do, say if I do 5, like 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, shake it off, wait a minute, and you can go like that for quite a long time, whereas doing 10 in a row really kind of wears you down really quick. Whereas the 5 in a row, I've done experiments where I've done it every 35 seconds, so yeah, 5 pull-ups and then check my thing, and then 35 seconds again, do another 5, 35 seconds after that, another 5, you get the picture. And I think I did 500 in an hour, and I felt as though I could have done another 500 in the hour. So, and if I was to do this, when I do this thing as well, I'll probably give myself, I'll do it every minute, and then if it's becoming tiresome, I say it's a waking period, so as long as I don't fall asleep, I can drop it down to 3 pull-ups a minute. I mean, yeah, this is dragging it on for a longer time, but if I'm struggling to do pull-ups or whatever, then it'll take as long as it takes. But you know, ideally I want to do it as fast as possible as well. So anyhow, that's one of the challenges. And then the other challenges is, once I know them inside and out, there's a world record challenge that says you get asked 50 times in a row, any number, any block of 5 digits, and this is why I'm doing them in 5s, within the 10,000. That's an official world record, including around the 10,000 pull-ups. That's why I want to do this. And then you have to tell them what the previous 5 is and the 5 after as well. I'm going to have a little bit of time to go with that, but I have experimented with the ones that I know pretty well down at the 3,000 and 4,000, which are, a lot of them are really locked in. And when I hit the 5 numbers, I'm like, it's not instant. Sometimes it's like, oh, what's that one again? Sometimes it is, and sometimes I'm just like, I just can't remember it. You know, even though if I went through it, is it continuity? I'd be able to tell you that number, probably. But so I know that I need to get the neurons need to be firing a bit faster for that. And yeah, that's another challenge. So in ongoing with this, I'm just now that I've done this 10,000, I'm just going to keep going and going, refining this thing, trying to make it efficient, but doing some courses, just trying to kind of, you know, this is just going to be fun for me for the ongoing future, just to keep, once it's in my head, I'm not going to forget them. And I'm looking forward to just doing some things with them, as long as me paintings. Anyhow, my friends, so I know I was going to talk about these things again as well, but I basically just said it there. So again, for instance, this one here, Steve Davis, 6'4", is doing the action of Gillian Anderson, so from the X-Files. So sometimes I haven't seen the person there. I know I'm saying do the action. So Steve Davis, he could be playing Gillian Anderson in snooker, because he's a snooker player. But then the problem there is that you've got 2 characters then. You've got Steve Davis and Gillian Anderson. And this is where, if you haven't gone over the things for a while, you could be like, oh, well, which one's first? Is it Gillian Anderson playing Steve Davis? So is it 7164 or is it 6471? That's why you don't usually try to have both the characters interacting in the same space. Although I do this sometimes. And what I usually do is have the main character on the left hand side and the other person on the right. So that differentiates, but it's maybe still not ideal. But as long as you know, you can bend the rules within the rules, you know. In the last one, what was the thing there? So it's a 6. So 6 is sticks, or 6 looks like a golf club or whatever. So you can. So I just usually use 6 as fire. So he's playing the alien. So it's not Gillian Anderson. So I see just an alien, or it could be an alien ship above, and it blasts a beam down, and the beam sets fire to the snooker table. Something like that. Just whatever your mind comes up, go with it to start with. You can tweak these things later and get them a bit better if they don't sit well. Okay, my friends, that's it for today. Hope everyone's well. I'll see you tomorrow for day 53 of the 10,000 pull-ups to pi. Bye pie. Okay, my friends. Bing, ding. Feel like I've, as usual, waffled on for longer than I want. I don't know what is going on with me. Honestly, let's have a quick look. That's still moving there. Still moving. Still recording, shall I say. Yeah, so I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to say something. But I'll find out what that G is anyhow. Could be G7, like I said, you know. I'm sure there was a cartoon called G7, or was it G-Force? I don't really know. But yes, so anyhow, I hope everyone's well, and I hope you're kind of getting something out of these things. I mean, right now, at this particular moment, it's a little bit disappointing that I'm not really getting any like feedback. I'm not getting anyone really commenting things. I've been doing this for like 10 weeks now, but again, it's maybe a bit misleading saying 10,000 pull-ups to pi. Maybe people want to see us doing 10,000 pull-ups. They don't want this guy waffling about doing pi and that. I don't really know, but the point of doing these is just to document it, so that I've got them, the whole 100 in my playlist, and then I can maybe try and refine things a bit more, with a bit more bite size and a bit more people friendly for attention and things. So we'll do that later down the line. Maybe I should start to try and do it now if I know how. Anyhow, my friends, I shall see you tomorrow for day 53. Bye pie.